Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. I have shrimp and grits on our menu today. And here's what we need to make it. Very, very quickly. I'm going to list them, but I'm going to tell you the amounts, the measurements in the description box down below. So right here, I'm just going to tell you the ingredients that we need. Grits, cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, green onions, white wine, heavy cream, onions, green peppers, salt and pepper, ham, shrimp, and bacon. Now, y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So, let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to show you very quickly. You're either going to dice or you're going to chop these veggies really small. Alright, and if you can get them all a uniform size, that would be great. Alright, so I'm just going to show you. You do the green peppers, do the onions. You're going to do the green onions, then you're going to move on to the meat. Now you want to saute all of your meat and veggies at this point. Okay, so you can use butter, you can use a veggie oil, you can use any kind of oil you want to use. That's fine. Alright, and don't forget to season them. Don't forget to put salt and pepper on your veggies. The meat, that's fine. You can just very quickly do those and boom, got them out the way. Alright, so then you're going to set that to the side and then we'll move on. If you haven't hit like or subscribe, please do so now and hit that bell for notifications. When the veggies are done, you're going to toss the shrimp very quickly in there, as you can see. Cook those for about 30 seconds or so. Take them out. You don't want to cook them all the way. You want them kind of raw on the inside at that point, because they're going to go back in the dish and cook. Okay, so I got another tutorial, another video up showing you how to make grits. So if you don't know how to make these grits, then go to my other video. And so, because here I'm just going to show you how to season them. So I'm going to show you how to flavor them for this dish, because they are cheesy grits. So you're going to put some salt. You can put pepper in if you like pepper in your grits, but you're going to put either butter or margarine. I do prefer margarine. It gives it a better flavor in here with the cheese. And then we're going to put the two cheeses in here. So we're going to put that cheddar cheese in here and that Parmesan cheese. We're going to mix it. Now, if you want to use some other kinds of cheese, you can. It's some really good cheeses out here. Gruyere, smoked cheddar, just some other good, really flavored cheeses out here. But for now, we're going to use cheddar and Parmesan. This is really good. The mixture that goes on the top, the shrimp mixture, is really, really rich. So you don't need to heavily season flavor these grits. So these are good. All right, these are 5-minute quick grits. If you want to use the stone ground grits or the ones that cook a little bit longer, you can. I just prefer to use quick grits. All right, a little bit of half and half in there. You can use milk. You can use a little water. So anything that'll get your cheese melted. Now, what you want to do with these grits is you want to leave these grits rather thick. The reason why is because the liquid at the end is going to go on the top, and you don't want a soupy mess. Okay, so you want this more of a like a stew texture, if you will. So you don't put a lot of liquid in your grits. All right, so a little more cheese for me, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Oh, and I did forget to say that the pan that you saute everything in, don't wipe that pan out, because all of those the delicious seasonings in there, we're actually going to use those in the next part of the dish. So this is the white wine. We're going to put the white wine in here to deglaze the pan. So watch closely, and you're going to see that white wine is going to turn colors. It's going to turn colors because it's going to pick up the seasonings in the pan. All right? So that's a very important step. Don't skip it, and don't wipe your pan. All right, good enough. As soon as we pick that seasoning up, we're going to move on to the next step, and that is the heavy cream. All right, so we'll put the heavy cream in here, and we're going to stir this very well. If you prefer at this point to use a whisk, do that. But a spoon, a spatula, it's going to mix in. All right, and what we're going to do with this heavy cream is we're going to bring this heavy cream to a bubbly boil. All right, salt. If you want to put pepper in at this point, you can. And the other thing is, if you want to use a seasoned salt, well, you can. At this point, I just prefer to use a sea salt. So it works great in the dish for me. All right, but there's no wrong kind of salt to use in here. So long as you season your dish and taste it. So season it and taste it every single step of the way. All right, so I'm going to bring this to a boil like I said. So we're going to reduce this. If you don't know what reducing is, then we usually leave it on a high heat. All right, you're going to leave it on a high heat. You're going to bring it to a boil. You bring it to a boil, you're going to see by the residue around the sides of the pan that the liquid is going to start shrinking. It's going to start getting to be a smaller amount. Well, when it gets to be a smaller amount, it's going to thicken. Not only is it going to thicken, it's going to intensify the flavor of the sauce. So if you put too much salt, if you put too much seasoning, think like this. It's going to make that seasoning 10 times as strong. So if you put a lot of salt in here and reduce it, your dish is going to be super salty. So you want to put right there about a half teaspoon of salt. Now what happens after this reduces is you're going to taste it, and then you're going to adjust the seasoning. So you're going to fix it. You need more, then you're going to put more of whatever it is that you need, whatever seasonings you decided to use in here, because you don't just have to use salt and pepper, but actually salt and pepper for once is perfect in this dish. So you do not need onion powder, garlic powder, any of that. This is going to work out. So the flavors from the meat and the veggies and the heavy cream, they're all going to marry together, and when they do, you're going to get a wonderful flavor out of this. All right, so I'm going to bring this to a boil, and as I said, let this reduce, and once it reduces, then we're going to move on to the next step, right? Okay, so once we get it reduced, you see that residue around the sides of the pan. So we now know this is reduced to about half. Now we're going to put our ham in here. Don't put the bacon and the green onions. Right, put our ham in here, and if you, like I said, I don't know if I did early on, but you don't have to use ham. You can use like a smoked turkey. It'll still give you the same effect. You put that ham in there, about a handful of ham. If you want to put more in there, you really can. Like, honestly, this is a really giving dish, so you can do some different things with it. So you can adjust the amounts of the meat and the veggies you put in here. So I'm going to put the entire amount of our shrimp and the sauteed veggies in here. So now you're going to get this all stirred up. You're going to get that all coated. All right, and as this cooks down, it's going to turn a little darker color. So it's going to be a little darker beige. It's going to turn a really, really beautiful, beautiful color. All right, and again, I say again, this is a really, really rich dish. So when you eat this, you don't pretty much, if you get full fast, you don't want to make a whole plate of this. Like, you want to do a small bowl, because I'm telling you, it really is. It's so good though, and it's a good dish to serve at a party, especially if you are passing food, like in the cups or on trays. This is really good for that. So I've done that before. Mistake though, it doesn't make it out of the door. So I had a party in the backyard. I don't think the shrimp and grits made it past the crowd by the door, so the people out in the yard, I had to make some more and send it out. So you're going to taste right here, and you're going to adjust, so you can see it's really bubbly, it's thickening. Now at this point, if you want this a little bit thicker, you can mix a little bit of cornstarch with water. So you can mix like a teaspoon of cornstarch and let's say about a quarter cup of water, and then you can pour a little bit of it in here. You'll see that it'll thicken, so don't pour the whole thing. Do a little bit at a time, and it'll thicken to like a stew gravy mix. So it'll get that thick if you want it, but I prefer for mine not to be too thick, because I have the very stiff grits that I'm going to put it over. All right, so I'm going to stir this a little bit more, and this is ready. We're going to plate it. So now you can see, after a couple minutes, the fire is off, and you can see that turned a really, really deep, beautiful color. So I'm going to go over these grits. Okay, so you're going to put your grits, I'm going to plate it the way I plated it, but you can do whatever you like. So I'm going to take these grits. Got this little round dish I put them in, so it's going to give us that effect right there. So in the middle of the plate, now you can see I have the green onions and the bacon on the side, so they're all ready for garnish. You want to add bacon into the dish, you can. If you want to add green onions into the dish, you can. My suggestion is you do use them for garnish though. So spoon this right over those grits. Spoon as much or as little as you like. You see my son's hand on the side right there. He was already ready to taste the grits. All right, beautiful. Look at that. All right, and the amount that I made can probably serve 2 to 3 people. Because for presentation purposes, I put all these shrimp on here, but I would not, serving it, I would put 2, 3, or even 4. All right, so sprinkle the bacon over there. Be pretty generous with it. And these green onions, fresh green onions, just give it such a good flavor. All right, so as much or as little as you like of the green onions. Put a little parsley on the top if you want to, and this plate is ready. There you have it, shrimp and grits. I promise you that sauce is to die for. It is so good. Okay, y'all better go make this. I'm telling y'all, this is good. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. For more great recipes, tips, and ideas, check out some of my other videos.